Mm. I'm not even trying to pronounce that. Hello. Oh, hi. How are you? Right. So, what am I doing with my life here? First of all, I think that's right. I think that's right. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, Hopefully, Steam Early Access later this year, early next year. Feel the toe to my jam. Ew. uh, you are cloud though. Um, Thanks, clown man. Appreciate it. We got even more coming. Even more coming. It's gonna be thick and fast. Coming improvements, improvements, improvements. When we do new motion capture cleanup, it's just gonna be rattling out updates for you guys. So now we're moving. Now we're moving. This is wrong. That makes a lot of sense. That makes so much sense. See, this makes so much sense. Oh my goodness, this makes so much sense. This makes so much sense because they're doing this, but I need them to do this. Let me just do this real quick. Right, re-elaborate that standing jump, see how it looks. Another. I might do another release of this. Bro. That makes a lot more sense because this isn't right. Really, what this is, it's a bit more complicated when you want that case. If I re-elaborate this to you real quick, because this one is that, but There we go. Yeah, look at that. There, that's. Yeah, you know what? Because if I go back, I just need to make sure it was doing the thing that I think it was doing. Because if it's doing the thing that I think it was doing, was. Wow. This is going to be a good fix for the standing jump. This is going to drastically improve the standing jump. I didn't even realize it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. This is really good. This is very good. Um, let's do this properly because this is a mess. So, let's get rid of this. So here, bloody knew it. I think realistically, right? First, we're checking if we're the context is normal, right? So they're just on the ground, whatever. Then realistically, you need this, right? Right. So it's that. Then it's this, or this case is a bit tricky because it's like if you're going over something, you need that. What I can do is actually just do a switch here because it seems like that's what the the case is. So if you're going that, or you're jumping over, no, if you're jumping onto or over, you need that. Or against it, you need that. That's correct. Um, the issue here is you need it like if you're going across something, like a stride, like if it's a precision movement. Yeah, see, if it's a precision movement across, you want this. Otherwise, you do want that pelvis delta between takeoff and landing because that is what's going to improve drastically your fall or keep your fall in sync. Z wise. Yeah, you know what? This is rogue, right? But what I'm gonna okay, you know what? Let's do this. Um, um, yes, yeah. Trying to think if I should, because I think across has a special case. Everything else doesn't. Everything else is this. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Pills in the scope. I was playing about with trying to stick on the rail from the container that you've been demoing. It took me a bit to get used to, but I remembered what you said about pulling back and it made sense. Yeah, so the reason why I I like that. I like that way as opposed to the, I guess, other ways of doing it is where if you give an additive force forward, it will immediately mess up your gravity like trajectory and then looks super stupid, looks weird. Now, like pulling back, however, right? Like, and I think this is also that where then we can get animation for you to like spread out and like adjust yourself. Like, there's loads we can do to improve that. Um, but yeah, pulling back doesn't impact that feeling as much because you can, shallow out your drop, but to extend it, it's really unnatural. But yeah, it means now you can overshoot and then correct it. So you now have the ability to overshoot, undershoot, and if you want to, like the pull back feels a lot more like all rein it in kind of thing rather than like push, push, push. Because that push, push, push should be done before to take off. You know what I mean? Because you get your like push it, push it, push it from holding the button for takeoff, and you get your like pull it back in air while you're landing. So you get both of those feelings of like I need more or I need less, and then you can like play around with it, and it's just nicer. And then you also have very slight the ability to adjust yourself left to right very slightly. So I worked that off of your like your forward, your momentum where it's taking you, and then your input, like so you're using the dot product of that. So the more you get, think about it being in the same direction is negative, so it's zero. We clamp it at zero, so you're not going to get any force. And if you pull back fully, you'll get the maximum force, and then that force will get lower and lower up until clamped points. As you go towards left and right, so you can pull back and a little bit left and right just to give you that precision. Like, oh, I've just shot it to the right, maybe I can pull it. But it's also doing an additive force, so the force will increase over time. So you could pull back straight away and you'll get more, or you could pull right just and you could play around with it. And it's just to give you that, yeah, just it's a nice, much nicer like feel. What's it called? What am I doing here? Really, I need like a is running jump, is precision jump, like static functions that I can use in this guy here. I really need to add that. I think I'm going to add that to the data table interface so that I can use that throughout. But for now, let me just do this clear now. We're going to do a big clean. So if we're not doing running jump, then E root Z computation type. What are we doing? We're going to do fix 0, clamp negative 0. Otherwise, yeah, Milbrick, man. How you doing, man? I saw May, mate. Congratulations, man. Looking forward to playing that. Excited, excited, excited. E-root, third computation type. We're going to do that. I'm going to do case. Let me break off this. Case E, action context. Nah, man, you'll be all good, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. You've got it in the bag. You have got it in the bag, man. Same here, man. Started to help it. Support the journey in that, man. Well, I need Amalu to give me the rights to his music so I can put it in the freaking game. I need this song just in the game, man. Fix the root Z, like climb negative if you're doing that. Yeah, lovely jubbly. Case E action contact. What was the other one? Oh yeah, man. I think it's yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna pretend like TikTok doesn't have a randomness to it. Um, but yeah, it's just I think yeah, I think people really just have a lack of understanding about what goes into making a game, especially like it really no, it really will. I'll be tearing up that game. We wouldn't be working on this game. Yeah, people just they just think it's like drag it in, make it, especially when you're trying to write like frameworks for like potentially other games and stuff like it. Just but now we're getting towards the point where the framework is good, and we can make changes quickly and rapidly and stuff, and we've got no tech depth. Like everything is like ready, is like replicated and stuff. So it been a long slog, but now you can make the gameplay feel how it is. And the create levels look at yeah, it's coming along now. I think it's good. But yeah, man. I mean, for both of us, I'm happy. Like again, like more traction you get, the better for us. The more we get, the better for you. It's just a, you know what I mean. Everyone's a win-win when parkour is a more in-demand genre of gaming. You know, it's good to see, man. I'm excited for everything, for yours as well. Peace. To be fair, all right, that gives me the normal one. Cool. Get rid of you. Now, yeah, so now we're doing onto advanced. About Assassin's Creed, but yeah, of course they are. Yeah, no, you're good. Like they need to. It should have been. Um, I don't know. Yeah, just they did a really good job with Unity because they had the size team to be able to curate beautiful parkour throughout the map. I loved Unity. Um, but yeah, I think there's something for physics-driven parkour that is just people want it. Again, yeah, it's just you know what I mean. It's where it's at. Um, and then is this right? Let me see what I'm doing here. What am I doing in my life? Also, covers out before say if we're doing a cross, if we're not doing a really jump, then climb down. Otherwise, don't. If it's normal, make that climb in the ground. Although if you went onto over against, do it in range. Otherwise, do this. Okay, let's live code that. See what happens. Yeah, I'll be looking for. I mean, I hope. I loved Assassin's Creed. Unity is to this day one of my favorite games ever, and I never had any of like the bugginess. I completed the game like twice. Um, yeah, no, I'm really excited for BMX Streets. Really excited for that. I want to see how it plays and feel that. That's the main thing. Because I never played Pipe, so I'm excited to see how that plays. Looking forward to it. Again, man, just a lot of really exciting games coming out. It's a good time. Like everyone's making cool games. They're all unique, and I love it. I love it. It's very exciting days. This isn't doing what I wanted it to do. Oh yeah. No, this didn't even solve the problem I needed to do. Yeah, that game looks really good. I think the guy Mash was so he's been working on it for like 7, 8 years or something like that. It's such a long process. So now looking forward to that, man. That looks like a fun game. The only thing I'm interested about is just the scale of the world. It looks a little bit empty. That's one thing I think Skate 3 did quite well. That it was quite a densely populated world, so to speak. Um, yeah, the land is dodgy, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna launch it. Look how quick this tool is. You ready? Look how fast it does it. Re-elaborate everything. Oh no, it crashed. That wasn't meant to be, that wasn't part of it. Pretend that didn't happen. Look how quick this tool is. Crashes the engine. Great. Let's just run through. So you go, you're doing a jump. Okay. Yeah, man, love it, bro. Now I'm excited for it. It looks really good. It does look really good. Um, if you're jumping across, then if you're not running and you're not doing standing jump, because that is like a launching the guy. Then fix it as 0 because I'm down negative. Yeah. If you're doing a normal, always camp it. Against the only thing here. Oh, no, that's off. So actually, to be fair, that should be fine. Yeah, this should now work. And it should apply the same for the strike plier stuff. I'm gonna do this and then potentially wall runs today as well, depending on how much time I get. And then probably not. But tic tacs and wall runs this week. Then the other thing I need to do is just fix that one bug with the networking. Because I want to start playing this multiplayer. I've done everything the way I've done it has been multiplayer ready. But I need to fix the enhanced. I think it's something to do with the macro. Crashing it when it tries to get the server. It returns a null pointer. So it's something to do with that. And then really got to replicate that motion match. Like the thing is, I know how to do it. I think 5.4 makes it a little easier to replicate because we get through the node the root motion deltas that we can just apply through the movement component. But it's sus. Yeah, need to replicate that, bro. And then we want to get up that EOS sorted, so we can start doing some online tests. I think it'd be cool. But I think once I've got tic tacs, wall runs, and arm grabs in fully, and then I'm gonna do the climbing, and then I'll go full on multiplayer. I saw Skate made some changes to their climbing as well. It looks a lot better to me. This needs to be in there. Don't do that. Oh, they really are. Yeah. Weirdly, I did a little test yesterday, and the transitional stuff are really nice already. Just about now adjusting the sync points. It's that it's that balance between what is context driven versus what is physics driven. Now the launch needs to be physics driven, but the jump to the wall perhaps maybe not so much. Be this crashes, I'll be really annoyed. I'll be able to we just. Yes, okay, that fixed it massively. Yeah, see how much better the side jumps are really good. Yes, I knew it would fix it. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. I mean, that's not a standing jump, but okay. All right, mate. Excuse me. Excuse me, mate. Um, nice. It's just way more in sync with the route now. Nice. Oh, yeah, this is beautiful. Let's go max power. God, that transition back to normal hand needs work. Ugh. Yeah, they're real good, actually. Actually, really good. Now we've got to do this precision movement needs improving drastically. Let's walk up here. Let's see. Can I do this? Uh, why does it do a double? I need to fix that. Also, I think I need to take the mesh velocity rather than the kind because it does some weird values. I'm not even sure what it's doing. But yeah, this did improve. This is going to improve a lot of stuff actually. Oh no, sticks are beautiful. Bro, I've not even watched that video. I want to watch it today. Rabbit, no, don't slide down the wall. That's kind of cool though. I still need to watch that. He hung on that for an hour. Yeah, I need to watch that. See, only guns would bring in a platform that people can't step on. I'm guessing you can step up onto it. No, you can't. Oh man, yeah, it's too small. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. But what is this platform for exactly? What's up? What's going on? Oh, I'm not filtering out things. Okay, to be fair, yeah. I need to actually Oh yeah, I'm not filtering stuff out. Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering what's going on. First of all, let me just fix this. I don't. What is this for exactly? I'm really confused. Oh, I'm guessing these descent here. Sus. Very guns. Okay. To be fair to him, the creep map looks fucking sick. There's some bits of it that look really good. About that. I'm the first one to say it's things shit, but it looks alright. Black food. What do my life? Okay, yeah, let's re-elaborate all these generations. Is this gonna crash the engine? What's going on, man? Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, I know what it is. Okay. What's going on then? Why is this crashing like that? Let me do this again, right? Let's do this one more time. If it crashes again, I'll be hella annoyed. I know it's gonna crash again, but we need to know why it's crashing again. It's definitely towards the end because it takes a while. And then it crashes. And I'm like, what? Didn't crash. Hey, well, who knows? Maybe it's just I just need to open all the files. Disable that before it does anything weird. Oh god, she had a warm. All right, let's just grab. I don't know, random stride. One off. Oh, look at that perfect pick. Yeah, nice. Okay, beautiful. Okay, this should clean up a lot of behavior actually. Now, if I stride off, what is this nonsense? To be fair, I do filter. I don't filter out the context. That's quite good. Am I filtering out? What am I looking like this for? Do I filter out? I think I turned it off because I was debugging. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. It actually even jumps downwards, which is nice. Let me bring back this guy. Hey, Krauthofen. Hey, Krauts. I don't want to say Krauthofen. Long version. So beautiful. You wouldn't even tell like that is root motion physics. It's together as one, working in harmony. Look at that. I like that it goes down because it feels a lot more like realistic. I don't know, like. God, we need to really tweak the damping on this physics. I don't. It needs a lot of tweaks, but even untweaked, it's ah beautiful. Lovely. Just lovely. Mm. Standing jumps, way smoother transitions to full. And the full animation is completely wrong. Now, if I do a standing pre just across here, let's see. How will this look? Flat ground. Max power. Yeah, that's better. The minimum power. I think it can be better. I think one of the main things is that the root isn't at the middle. And that makes sense, to be fair. Why it does that double standard is sus. I need to sort that out. I think it goes into it, and then when I release, it just needs the better animation for the fall. I think this is when the fall with the motion matching will be perfection, because it will extend its legs out because it's about to land, and that's the difference. That's what we're lacking that we will get. See, that double standard jump is super sussy. So it's sussy. That's correct. It does it a lot actually. Ah, God, arm jump. Not complaining about that, actually. Pulled. Same with the arm, like all of that falls. The falls need that motion matching element. Sticks are beautiful though, aren't they? Oh, lovely. She plays very well, to be fair. As you do. Ooh. You know, you know what could improve the get ups that I ain't even thought about? Where are we putting that route? Okay. Okay, that's correct. But the question is, when I bail, what I can do is reverse fold this guy here. Oh yeah, but there's like a weird like slide it does. Ah, it's just the nature of the blend, isn't it? That makes sense. Of course, it does the one animation that I didn't do the thing for. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's whatever. All right, we fixed those stuff there. The animations are they're properly synced up for the jump at least. Now, what we need to work on is indeed. It's not going to be a 1 day thing, but we'll get there. Oh, to be fair, I've not actually done the whole process. Um, to be fair, actually, no, that does make sense. Um, oh yeah, makes sense. Very valid. It's a bit more of a interesting one. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna override all of these individually in each manager, to be honest, because they're starting to become more and more unique. And as they're more and more unique, although it doesn't need it, they're a little bit too unique. Um, and I need to clean this up massively. What am I doing in my life? This is a tricky thing because what if you are jumping across? You know what I mean? I think, but it's not landing feet really. It's like your wall sync, but that might vary depending on the animation. So I'm just thinking, am I sinking it to the wall? This is going to become a lot more complex than it is. I'm doing it in the wrong place. Oh my god. Wait, no, hold on. I'm doing it all in the wrong place. Okay, now this should just do something else. It shouldn't do anything. Why is it so dodgy? It looks awful. Makes a lot more sense. I was like, what the hell is going on right now? I was wondering why I was getting wrong. I was like, why is it not matching properly? I think that's quite good. Nah, just too ironically, it's distance matching perfectly. Look at that. I ain't doing nothing to it. Maybe it doesn't even need any. You know what? It might not even need any. I mean, that's gone in the wrong way. So now, yeah. So then we need to look at the angle of entry and shit. But that's fine. We can look at that. Ironically, this is if you just do that, that is the behavior I would expect. Funny enough, um, gets to landing and then that's kind of cool in its own way. He just gets to land and then falls. I mean, ironically, that is actually the behavior I would expect. I mean, obviously, I can make it bail, but I don't know. It's kind of like step step drop, and I would have thought he would have done the. Yeah, no, no, definitely. Your the precision mode needs to be improved drastically. It's one of the key things we've gotten up to do. Like so currently, if you like, you can like step right and step left, and like you can turn while flicking, but it's just. I honestly, I think you if you just hold it and you move the camera, you should just rotate, and he should just do small steps. It's almost like a strafe movement completely. I think if you hold it, honestly, it should go pure strafe movement, and that's even like moving fast as well. Like he should just be strafey motion matching. Is really what he should be doing, and you can then like it shouldn't even slow you down per se. Well, it should, but then you go pure strafe movement, so you can switch between, and then maybe even make it a toggle, so you can switch between strafe and non-strafe movement. Ironically, you know what? I'm actually alright with this for now, at least. This is beautiful. Come see me in the evening time. Come see me in the evening time. See me in the evening time. Come see me in the evening time. You're to my mind. Come see me in the evening time. Come see me in the evening time. What we need to do here? Move this. This don't matter. Well, it will matter, right? But because I think that is the case. Like, if we've got ledge, otherwise. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it as nothing for now. And then what I want to do is because what I want to do is now get the next the exit doing its thing. So I've got the transition in, all good. Now I'm not got it syncing to the because I think at this point here, because like if that's what's wrong. Because there is this is match, but it's not high matched at all. So it's a little bit useless. So it does need to actually, if you're going on to, you do need to sync to a ledge point. Whereas if you're going against, like in this scenario, you should be going against. Then what you need to actually do is sync is that then just do that right, just distance match it. Whereas if you're going, well, you just need to make sync it so that the feet get to the wall. But if you're going like this onto there's like a ledge. You want to step off the ledge rather than just off the wall. And then we can pick the right one depending on the height of the ledge. So if you have a really high one, maybe you do an extra step. If you've got a really low one like this, it's just a little quick plant and then jump off, you know. So that will give us more control. So I will do that in a bit, but I want to just get the transition between the two going. Because yeah, I mean that I can live with for now though. All right, so okay, cool. Now, then she took my. Then you took my. Then you took my. See this, right? I didn't even think this should exist. Because this is what's stopping it from. Okay, so we've got and so what we'll do next, yeah, is we'll sync up. If you're doing here, jump off the ledge. Otherwise, if you're going here, jump against the wall, like how this one does, like here. But to be fair, that transition, I mean, you could obviously bail, but I don't think it quite naturally does it with the physics. This is what I like. This, the fact that we can preserve this, that is beautiful. I mean, to be honest, yeah, maybe we need to sort of sync a little bit better, but what's going on in here? 66, it's a little bit off. To be fair, it does sink that landing there where that first wall plan is. But then obviously we keep going forward. That's actually alright. Alright, so. I mean, what if I push this landing back? Should work isolated enough. Should just work, to be fair. Oh, sick. That just works. Yo, that's actually really good. Like, I can't lie to you. I mean, he fell a bit weird, but I mean, that was a bit weird, but he like climbs up on the thing. It's kind of sick. So that's if I don't launch, he just falls, which is correct. So he kind of just goes to it and then just falls, which makes sense. But the sync up to the wall is actually so much better. I mean, the fall's a bit goofy, right? But The logic of it is correct. Yeah, but I don't want it to do that second bit. I need he's got to fall at climax. Like he can't not fall at climax. Hey, Grey Fox. Yeah, so if you've got it, then don't do it there. But at landing, you gotta fall. Yeah, it's not there yet. We're getting there. Some weird, slightly. That's correct. That there. To be fair, he is falling. It is doing it correctly. That is not distance match if I've ever seen it. Hell no, is that distance match? As wrong as it is, it's not that wrong. Like it's wrong, right? Don't get me wrong, it's wrong, but it's not wrong. See, I need to see when it's falling exactly. See that one looks that one makes sense. Same there. Those make the falls absolutely sucky. Yeah, those ones make sense. These are the ones that don't make sense. Okay, yeah, they make sense to be fair. They fall straight away once you land. I mean, that makes sense to be fair. See, this doesn't fall when you land. That is the issue. Yeah, I think in essence, if you're doing any kind of thing, you've got to force a fall. But yeah, so if you just do it, you'll just do that. So really, that we need to really pick the tic-tac based on your angle of entry. I can't lie to you. So that is the next thing. But let's first just get okay, that behavior I can live with. We can tweak bit by bit. So let's start with this. Okay, so it goes here, and at landing, if you've not done whatever, it starts to fall. All right, cool, happy days. And then he just kind of like steps off and does whatever. All right, cool. I can live with this. So, because here I think if we're doing a tic-tac or whatever, I think I've got to override all of these functions because they're going to become more and more unique now that once we add more of these mechanics. But hey ho, so that's that, right? Now we say, okay, so now let's choose when we're going to do the tic-tac here, right? First things first. Issue with this is that whilst doing the tic-tac, if you are in it, you can override whatever these contexts are. No. So okay. Let me explain what I'm gonna be doing input wise. So I'm splitting up the tic tac into the tick and the tack. It sounds stupid, but the jump to the wall is completely separate to when he jumps from the wall. So the jump from the wall will be physics driven. So you can control the direction, launch velocity, all that kind of thing. What I'm doing here is syncing up the animation so he jumps from the wall. Then I'm letting it so that he jumps to the wall and then falls every time. Because regardless of what you're doing, unless you provide an input to jump off the wall, you will only do the tick. So if I jump to the wall, he will do a tick. Then if during the jump I press A again, or the jump button again, he will then, at the landing point when he plants his foot, do the tack in the direction you want to do, and will launch you in that direction on the takeoff. What I've done here is so that if you just do the tick, think in real life, right? You were to do a tic tac and you were just to jump against the surface, but you didn't input to jump off. You would just jump and then fall, right? So rather than going like this and doing the tic tac, instead we say go, fall. So in essence, it splits up the mechanic into two individual parts. One of the jump to the wall, one of the jump against. Now, you could say, oh, why is that the case? Because you obviously want a tic tac, but it means that the input is tap tap. But yeah, you can do exactly what you want. So you could go jump, but then in essence, you're locked into that animation. But you could, for example, jump to the wall and want to do a tic tac where you 180 out an arm grab, or tic tac where you jump and do a 360, or tic tac where, and then all of this can change as well. Like what it does, it gives us the ability to change the animation of the tac. It's wrong, but like think of the tic tac as the tick and the tac, right? So the tick is the jump to, the tac is the exit, right? So it means we have complete freedom in the entry and complete freedom in the exit. So we can, in essence, sculpt a way more of a like vast range of animations based by splitting the two up, and we can make the exit completely physics driven. So you can jump with more power, jump with less power. You can, like, if you run up to the wall straight and you do the tick, you'll just go straight up to the wall like this. And then if you pull right, we can do the tack and animation pushing off right, or the tack and animation pushing off left, or tack and animation doing a three, like get complete control. So, and it makes the input what you think it should be in the, like if you think of a tic tac, you want to go tap tap, right? Like tick tack. So yeah, that's where I'm attacking it with this. So if you think about it from a full tic tac, this movement doesn't make sense, right? So yeah, so if you think about it as like a full tic tac, you're like, why is he just falling? But if you think he's just doing the tick, the fall's a bit janky, right? But if he's just doing the tick, the actual process makes sense, right? You go to the wall, you say, oh, I don't want to do anything else. I'm just going to fall. So then he just falls. Didn't know you were splitting them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I did. Well, yeah, I didn't. To be fair, I hadn't explained it in a while. So for you, it was probably like, why is he not doing the tack? But yeah, I've got tic tac entry, tic tac exit. Um, so yeah, just to give more possibilities and more unique combinations of animations. Um, but now we come to the second problem. So when we evaluate what we want to do, um, all of this I need to refactor. So just bear with my shitty code. But yeah, when we evaluate what we want to do, um, one of the things we need to look at now is that all of this might not matter. You will be able to. The dive roll, I want it to be like you dive and then fall rather than dive roll. But it means that the fall needs to be more complex. So we need to do more changes to the fall. So for now, we've just got you bailing on the dive roll. But eventually, you'll be able to dive, just continue to dive, land, roll, or dive, tuck, come out to front, dive, change your pose, do a cork, like whatever you want to do. All through that, you can enter as a cork, keep rotating. Like, you know what I mean? You'll give you ultimate possibilities. But the fall needs to improve. So before the fall's improved, we just want stable behavior for now, and then we'll layer it. Yeah. So tricky bit here is that when we're doing this, all of this is redundant. If yeah, all of this don't matter. If yeah, none of this matters really. If if you're doing a tic tac already, then none of this matters. Um, that is the thing. um, yeah, if you're doing a tic tac, none of this matters. Um, sorry, Walter. I'm just gonna I gotta just think of this problem I had with first. Yeah, so none of this matters if you're doing the tic tac entry, because any combo from that will be a tic tac exit. Um, if does the plyometric then need to be active to do the exit? Like, do you need to hold the right trigger? Hmm. Yes. Because technically it's a plyometric move. Because otherwise, what would a jump do? Yeah, but like, there's no other option. You just jump to a wall and we're saying jump off again, whether or not you're holding the right trigger. There's what's the other outcome you could do there? Jump to the wall. You have to jump up, off. Obviously, you could jump off and do like a side flip or whatever, like step, side flip out or whatever. Um, but I think that's a wall flip. I think that's its own thing. Like that should be its own animation. That's just doing a flip against the wall. But yeah, I think then you jump and then you can go into the side flip like that. Potentially, we can make it so that you jump into the side. Again, I guess that's a kind of tic tac exit. To be fair, um, but that's fine. Let's get this base one working first. So realistically, in this case, I'm just trying to think how global of a system a tic tac is. I guess because it applies across everything. So is it worth really making it a case to check against, or is it just? Because I could definitely put it in here. Say if you're jumping normally across whatever. First, check if you need to do a tic tac. If not, check you need to do a plyometric jump. Then, if not, check if you need to do some kind of combo jump. Um, I know it's an easy check. Like it is, I could just say like, oh, if needs, tic tac exit, right, and then just check if the current one is a tic tac thing. That's fine. But yeah, no, Chris, that be alone. I wasn't even paying attention. I really wasn't paying full attention. And then that just I did, what? Whoa, hold on. Let me do that again, please. Just so you know, those are two separate animations. It doesn't look like it though. He did try and jump into himself, which makes sense actually. Wow, the transition is beautiful. I'll be honest with you, it really is. Let's the root rotation's off. I think. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, that makes sense. Needs root rotation. Mm-hmm. I had a feeling that would happen. What I do like is that the exit is just post-match, so we only need to correctly align the entry. But you see how it goes the wrong way? So really we need to... I mean, yeah, I had a feeling that'd be the case. It's because if you're doing a TikTok, yeah, you have to... If I leave it a little bit longer, so let him do one step first. So step, step, then I go into it. Nice, okay. So if I go straight away, will he just swing through? Nice. And if I leave it an extra step, let him take a step fully. Bang, and now do it. Yeah, man. Sorry, I get carried away so easy. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, the thing with selling now is our like dev early access to help us work on the game, so we can afford like the mocap like license and shit, which is not like we don't make money, so. um, and then yeah, Steam early access, we are proper early access. We'll have game modes, hopefully even a bit of multiplayer, and all of it on Steam early access. Yeah. Sorry, I've just completely stopped doing what I was doing. Anyway. See, if you forget to now the tic tac is a tap tap, you know what I mean? I like the use of physics on it, to be honest. And I like that the exit just purely pose matches, so it doesn't really matter. But what we need to have is directional exits. Alright, so what we're going to do now instead is launch the character. In front of me, so why did see I know my destination. I'm just like the street that happen to be just right on me. Hey, excuse me, sir. What's going on there? That's dodgy. Aiming for end of this year, early next year. Just but potentially sooner, depending. Can you please, for God's sake, can you jump the right way? Yee. Nice jump off. See, this is what I like to see. It just doesn't launch it in the right direction. So what I'm gonna make it do. People, people, people. Now the question is, right? Do you preempt the direction of the launch? So where you're holding when you take off. So if I'm like, and I pull down, when it picks it, that is the direction it goes in. Yeah, it has to be because he's that transition is too small. Yeah, cool. See, this works normally because you just take. It don't make equal. Don't do it, and I'm having a sequel. Hurt people, hurt people, hurt people, hurt people. Ah, there we go. Um, family. Ah, this ain't gonna work. It's okay. This can't be static. No chance. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it, man. Should kill. You, yeah. Oh, we have a property bag. Oh, I totally forgot about the property bag. Oh my goodness. I'm such an idiot. I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. What do we use this property bag? Oh yeah. That was so stupid. Oh, I did that. I had falling thoughts. I bet I don't even need to. Damn, man. It'd be definitely this month. Definitely this month. Oh, I'm gonna get some food in a minute. If this worked. Didn't really realize I had this bloody thing. If I'd have known, I don't even need that extra input that I'd fallen for, so I would have just used the locomotion. Mother trucker, man. Silly me, man. Me being silly. Hmm. It does launch. It does everything. So if I hold and then release, it should launch at max power. So that works. That's physics driven. That works fine, and it's just the rotation of the guy. does it rotate that way? Okay, I mean, the controls are tap tap. So let's do it in slow mo. So you run, you tap, it'll do. Oh, he's gonna go the wrong. Oh, he went the right way as well. That was beautiful. Hold on, so we're going. So I don't know. I'm holding it up as if you can see, but let's go like this. So, and then you tap again, and you pull in the direction you want to jump to, and it will launch you in that direction. Um, he just rotates wrong. He's rotated completely wrong. I mean, I think you can even let's do it again. So if you don't do anything, he just does that full. Um, yeah, I mean, to be fair, it does it perfectly. So now if I jump like this and I pull literally sideways, I think he should launch near enough sideways. There you go. So now we need to pick the right exit depending on how we're. And to be fair, you got up until launch to finalize your angle. First of all, he's got to face the right bloody way. That's first of all. Like, you know what I mean? He's facing the complete wrong direction. So you've got to face the right way. The movement, though, is the main thing that I'm concerned. The movement's correct. Rotation, all that is completely wrong. But yeah, it's basically like a tap tap. So like A. But it's like the first one you hold right trigger for. You don't need to for the second one, but that will just give you the first precision. So yeah, input wise is beautiful. I mean, it actually feels really nice. If you just say, "Oh, right trigger, I want to tic tac bang." So yeah, then it'll launch you in whatever direction you're going. Obviously, and the launch is physics based. So, I mean, if I do this, let's see, can I do it up here? I'm trying to find also where's a good place to try this. Actually, no. Let's create a little spot to test this out. So let's go. Where's a good spot to do this? I mean, I guess you could do it kind of anywhere, really, but somewhere like here, like against the wall, that you can then drop off the thing. You know, like the edge of a building with like a building sign. I mean, let's do it over here. Hold on. I mean, I should just play it right now. Let's go over here. Where'd work? Yeah, the container bit would work. Hold on. So let's get a good run up. Oh, it's because it's too big. Okay, so we got to sort that out. Okay. Can I get out of this, please? What's wrong with this thing? All right, hold on. Hold on a minute. Do you know what I can just do? Hold on. Let me just. There you go. Like that. But then imagine he's rotated properly and it's all a bit more beautiful. But that would be the exact. That was actually quite smooth, to be fair. It worked quite well, actually. Wow. And the entry goes in the right direction. I think, yeah, you get the gist. Can you please jump? I mean, to be fair, I need to actually fix it. I'm just hoping that it will do the exact thing I need it to do. Like, there we go. Okay. Yeah, he's just going to rotate anyway, but yeah, you get the gist. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to push sideways like this. Oh! Yeah, we'll finish it with a stick. Boom. Well, hopefully you don't. Hopefully it's yeah, because it is in the input direction. What it needs is the animation needs to not mirror and go in the opposite direction. So what your entry matters directionally and your exit matters directionally too. So two things I got to fix. I think the first thing I'm going to fix is the entry needs to not mirror. Second thing I need to fix is the exit needs to face the right way the whole time. And then we need to start picking the entry and exit. Because they're split up. They're completely different. Now we need to start picking the entry and exit based off where my input direction is. And yada yada, da, 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 and then this and that. And a bunch of old stuff. So we've got to start looking at all of that. So that's the next step. But it's there. The base, the framework's there. It's actually, to be honest, I wouldn't even lie. It wasn't even that much code. Just some slight tweaks to stuff. But it was just more generalization of stuff. Like now this, I can change what the launch direction is. The launch angle stuff stays the same. I just made some more generalizations to this. Most things were just generalized more than anything, rather than changed. And that's just because we now have more cases. But the framework just, it's the same thing. Like it's you're not changed. You're not like, oh, specifically for Tic Tacs, this set. It's just like I've just got jump, and then I just handle unique cases. And what I really want to do is generalize that initialize function, because that does a lot of like, oh, can you fall at climax? If you sync to this right point, do you need to launch? All that kind of stuff. But generalizing that will give a lot more, like, I think, readability to the system. But yeah, the framework's really stable. So I mean, 2 hours we can add Tic Tacs now. You've got it. Like there just needs to be improvements here and there, like to the logic of it, but the functionality of it is there. And then I want to add whether or not you sync to the ledge or you just sync to a point against the wall, but that means improving the context section. So there's definitely some bits and bobs to improve, but the core logic of it is there. And then I think wall runs will work similar. And I think I'll put the wall runs on the square, so you sync, to that point. The only tricky bit is Tic Tacs in scenarios like this, where you will need a jump to land to reach that point. You know what I mean? So, but that framework will work right now with the way I've got the Tic Tac set up. So that's the distance scale match. So we will get you there, and then you launch off. Same with the wall run. We'll get you to where you need to be. Then we can launch you into the wall run. Then we'll go into wall run movement mode, and that will be because we're going to use the replicate character movement. We'll then clamp you to the wall, but then we'll give you your trajectory that you can create, but then we'll do your animation with motion matching so that your trajectory is the thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's the way. But I am gonna get some food because I'm starving. And I'll be back in a bit. I'll be back later to finish the rest of this, and hopefully tonight we have some nice looking Tic Tacs. Plan of action. Awesome, guys. I shall see you in a couple of hours, I guess. We'll grab food, probably go gym, go for a run. So I'll get back and then we'll finish this off. I might do a little bit before I stream, just because. But if I don't stream, it's just because I'm working on this. I want to get it done tonight. So tomorrow we can do all runs. And then hopefully another build on Friday. That's what I heard. Another build, we throw these two in. We'll just keep on pumping mechanic. Then I'll improve it. I'll grab some more. Then we'll do a mocap session to prove all this stuff. But then I think I'll transition to the climbing. Get that replicated climbing working. I already had a base framework for it, but I want to improve it. And see how we can interleave some procedural stuff in it, but I don't know. And then, yeah. Let's keep it moving. See what happens.